Nicki goes off on the internet. So I see that. Hold up. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Nicki goes off on the internet, man. And she including Jay and everybody in it. She's tight. She's tight. She say Gucci wife Keisha Kior wanna look like her, wanna be her. And she going on these rants, man. But this is what I say, man. Money don't make you happy, man. It's not money that make you happy. You can have all the paper in the world and be miserable, be lost, unhappy. A lot of these people, they reach the level of money that majority of the world would never reach. They get to the point where as though they bag is on a whole nother level and they still not happy, man. They think that they got like a certain level of control, but you don't. Just because you get some paper, you got to understand, you don't got the control you think, because everything is organized, and it's organized to fit certain people's agendas. Straight up, it's organized, man. So if you get a certain amount of money and you think you got the money and it's gonna go your way and you run it, you wrong, man. You wrong. Nicki got a whole bunch of money and she can't do what she want to do, and she got a whole bunch of money. She want to control the wave. They pushed her to the side. Yeah, you still got your bag, but they pushed her to the side. And a lot of these artists, they be over engaging in recreational drugs. Straight up. That shit will make you lose your mind as well, right? See, I gotta say this, right? The difference between regular people and, people that are wealthy, regular people run out of money. So they can't get high like the people that got all the money, right? Nicki, rich. She can get high unlimitedly. She can pop a pill unlimitedly. The people that don't have the money like her, they run out of money. They might not be able to get the pills for a day or two. They might not be able to get the drink for a day or two. And these people be really like abusing it, man. She's admitted to popping and getting on already, but these people be abusing it, man. So they want the power, they want the lifestyle, they want to get lit and all that, and they feel like they got a certain level of control that they don't, because they got some money, and it's showing. The people that do get some type of control, they going with the agenda. They going with what's told to do. And if you don't, they gonna show you, man. They say, Nicki briefly stirred the social media world when her Instagram account vanished, sending fans known as Barbs in a frenzy. Minaj, famous for her candid approach, often addresses controversies directly, particularly those involving figures like Jay-Z. On October 20th, she shared an AI-generated image of the Roc Nation executive wearing a bright pink wig and a queen chain caption, "I am your karma." Fans immediately engaged, reading into the post layered meaning. She snapped. She put this up with a J. She snapped. Nicki snapped. Yo. Nicki snapped though. She put this up with J. Snap. She snapped. Now, Nicki got that bag. But Jay got seniority, right? It's a dirty game, man. You gotta understand that, right? It's a dirty game. Nicki got that bag. Yes, she do. She got the bag. They done took Nicki off the radio like that and everything. She was, definitely on the radio heavy at one point doing her thing. But she thought that she could flex because she got the bag. Money don't make you happy, man. And now she over there miserable with money. Straight up. She miserable with money. She ain't happy. Nicki ain't definitely feeling like she was back in 2011, 12. Hell no. Got all the paper in the world. She can't even get her song on the radio like she want. They done blackballed Nicki, man. Straight up. They done blackballed her. She went at the artist. See, when you get the bread, right, you still got to be a little humble. You can't think that the money going buy your way, because some people, they got money too. Your money ain't no good. They got money too. And people be thinking because they got money, I could buy my way into position. When that shit there might not be nothing to the people that got the money, man. I got money. So your money ain't gonna get you where you wanna go. Go ahead, sit down somewhere. They blackball Nicki, man. Yeah. They ain't trying to hear nothing Nicki talking about. The conversation deepened when fans questioned her Instagram absence. Minaj responded by posting a video of Demore Hadley discussing a legal matter involving Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez. She then highlighted the hurdle faced by emerging artists. "Sorry to all the inspired artists, young superstars in the making," she wrote. "Y'all aren't being interviewed on the radio because there are agendas that need prioritizing first. If you're unable to recognize what's occurring, may you be internally cursed. You're already blind. Now you're cursed too." Straight up. Hey, listen. The industry always been funny, But people think when they get the money, they got the ability to control something. You ain't got no ability to control nothing, man. You ain't got no ability to control that shit, man. That shit already, designed, man. It's designed already. Yeah. They say, Minaj's social media activity follows speculation about her next studio project. Earlier this month, after a series of pointed tweets about Jay-Z and Roc Nation, she suggested a delay, but has since clarified the album is expected in March 2026. "The truth is, I could release an album tomorrow and still revolutionize the industry yet again on 3/27/26, she tweeted. "That is indeed true. And then I could promptly follow it up with another blockbuster in Q4 of 2026. Incentivize me. Hey, listen, man. Nicki ain't happy right now. She ain't happy at all, man. Hell no. Yeah. This would tell you, man, you gotta have your peace. She don't have no peace, man. Straight up. You gotta have your peace. You gotta have your peace. And you know, when you reach certain levels in life, sometimes people be chasing more and more, and then they lose any sense of peace. Whereas though they can't figure it out. This is why I say, man, say no to drugs. Straight up. Say no to drugs. Alcohol, bud, all that. Those times you think you celebrating, getting lit, all you doing is putting poison in you. Straight up. You putting poison in you. We already all got chemical imbalances. Everybody got chemical imbalances, man. Whether you want to believe it or not, we all got chemical imbalances. All you do is enhance that shit. Straight up. When you sit there and get obliterated, drunk, smoked out, all you do is enhance those illnesses. Because everybody got them. We all dealing with life. Everybody dealing with life. Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody going through something. Everybody trying to make it. Everybody trying to find a way. We all dealing with this shit. Some people might act like they not, but this is just natural. You know, this is natural, man. Everybody got things they dealing with. And Nicki just exposing it to the world. She just letting the world know that you going through something because you been over there getting lit. When you out there popping shit and it's taking you out of reality and you drinking and it's taking you out of reality, that shit trigger certain emotions at times and it make people react a certain way. It make you react a certain way that when you think about it later, you like, man, I was tripping. You can say whatever you want, right? But you can't make people see certain things that they're keeping us like blind to, right? It's certain things in the world that they keep us blind to. And you know, people in the industry, they get firsthand knowledge on seeing it, right? Because they dealing with it and they dealing with certain people that do certain slick things. But it's people out in the world every day, they don't understand it and they want to try to make those people see it. They not going to never see it. You can say it a million times, they not going to see it, man. So she trying to make people believe, you know, the things that's going on, which we all know is funny stuff going on. You know, people going to just look at her like, yo, Nicki bugging right now. You know, but we know the industry bad. We know it's foul. We know there's control. We know that the people in the industry are looked at, you know, as more than what they really are. They puppets. If you mainstream in the industry, you a puppet. You're controlled. You got to follow protocol. If you get out of line, they gonna silence you in another way. They gonna blackball you. That's what they doing to Nicki. She thought that she was equal because she got her bag up. No, straight up. You still a Trinity girl from Queens. Straight up. You still a Trinity, baby. I'm just keeping it buck. So she thought that because she got her bag up there with the heavy hitters, that she had to say so. And that's what people got to stop thinking. No, 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 no. This world is designed. It's designed. It's Designed. Nigga, you can get all the paper you want to get. Nigga, you never gonna be equal. Hell no. Know your place. Make sure you happy. You can't take on the responsibility, right? That they, try to tell us to. People in the world start saying, man, they got all the money, they need to do this, they need to do that, and you can't take it on. They not gonna allow you, man. They not gonna allow you. Straight up. They not gonna allow you, man. Hell no, this shit been designed before you was here. But they see that niggas, when they get the money, they always try. It's the same process. Then they break you down the same way. Niggas get the money and they always feel like, man, I'm ready to invade. It's gonna be my way. Nigga, these niggas they already got this shit for generations. And then these artists, they be the only one in their family with the money and thinking that they gonna change the program. Nigga, you can't change the program. You the only artist in your family with paper. Hold up. These niggas got generational money. This shit that ain't gonna never stop. They family members is rich and don't even know they rich. They just spending money like it's water. They not worried about it. But, this what niggas be thinking. They get some money, they up, and they running the game. Nigga, you won't run the game, baby. But Nicki gonna learn, one way or another. She keep messing with them people. She gonna learn one way or another. Let me see. It was something else Nicki was talking about. Let me get that other shit up there. Nicki gonna learn, though. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. She gonna learn. She up there talking slick about Gucci wife. Let me see. Hold up. Yeah, no. Let me see. She talking slick about Gucci wife. Hold up. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Let me see here. Okay, so we got here. So let me see here. Hold on. All right. So they got Nicki says Gucci wife has been trying to be me for years. Been dying for the spotlight for years. She's there to keep Gucci sedated. Gucci hates Deborah Anthony. They don't want Deb around me. She's around me now. Charlemagne the fraud, Jay-Z's friend and business associate, using iHeartRadio for, let me see here. Hold up. Using iHeartRadio for these disgusting ploys against innocent families. He was around Wendy before her life went to hell. The buck stops here, baby. Bookmark this tweet. Y'all really do not understand who I really am. Bring it. Let's play. Y'all wanted attention? Let's do it. LAPD, where is the evidence of my home being swatted with a toddler inside 4 times? Guns drawn. Republic Records, stand up for me. Any fucking day now. You'll regret it. See, man. Nicki doesn't understand, right? That the rant ain't gonna change nothing. That's what she thinking. The rant ain't gonna change nothing. You gotta just change the direction of whatever you doing and go in your direction and do what you doing that benefits you. You trying to rant, that shit ain't gonna do nothing. That shit ain't gonna change the program. You know, that ain't gonna change the program. You know, Gucci wife, I see that she there for him, right? And that's what's up. Gucci wife there holding it down for him. That's definitely what's up. That's solid, you know. You know, and I'm sure they've been through a lot of things behind the scenes, you know, because I seen some of the things they were saying on the Breakfast Club that Gucci was doing, you know, while he was going through his episodes, right? But the only thing, you know, that I didn't like that, you know, Keisha was saying, and me being honest, that she was quick to refer to Gucci taking medicine. And like, that's just something that I don't agree with, you know, as that being like the first resort. Like, oh, just take this medicine. Take the medicine. Like, man, that medicine gonna keep you wanting medicine. That's all it do. Everything, you know, that you like, that you feel like is a need, is gonna make you addicted. And if you don't know, now you know. Anything that you like, you will become addicted to. Straight up. Anything in life that you like, you will become addicted to. So that's just the only thing that I don't like, that she was so quick to say. And she said it like multiple times. Oh, if he get out of line, I'm going to just make him take his medicine. His medicine. If he don't take his medicine, I'm going to send him to the hospital. That there, I don't agree with that. You know, we all got issues, and she feels like she has none. You know, she's saying ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm smarter than him, and I didn't agree with that. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't agree with it. That's just my thoughts. You know, ain't no way, you know, that they can't figure it out without just medicine. Yeah, medicine's got side effects. They got things in there that definitely, you know, harm the body as well. One thing is helping, the next thing is harming. So I don't agree with the medicine thing. That's something that I don't agree with. Yeah. So, you know, I know Nicki going off right now, right? And she on one. You know what I mean? She definitely on one. She on one. You know. And she feeling some type way. You know. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share the live. She feeling some type of way. You know. But that ain't gonna get, you know, what you want. I'm just being real. That ain't gonna get what you want, you know. It ain't gonna get it that way. You know, straight up. You hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. You know. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, man. Let me see here. Finesse2tyme. Let's see what finesse2tyme, what they saying with the finesse2 tizzle. What they saying about the finesse2 tizzle. Let me see what they saying about the finesse2 tizzle. Finesse2tyme got locked up. They done locked finesse2tyme up. And let me see if I can get this joint up here. Let me see if I can get this up here. finesse2tyme. Finesse2tyme. Then got locked up. Let's see what we got here with the finesse2tyme. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. Finesse2tyme got locked up. You know? Yeah. Let me see. You said, let me see. You said, DZ, this is a testament to how strong the sisters are now. Our YNs can't hang. All they do is crash out. All they do is crash out. Yeah, she definitely on Desiree Perez, though. She definitely on Desiree Perez. She ain't playing no game. Yeah, Finesse going out sad, man. Finesse going out. Yeah, it's like bro made it to where he got off probation and everything, right? Federal probation, made it off. And these dudes, they be real live junkies on the low, man. They be real live junkies on the low, man. Like real live. Let's see here. They be real live junkies on the low, man. Facts. Everybody want to get high, man. Straight up. Man, you can get high off life. Do the things you like to do. Enjoy them. Like, when do people wake up and not want to escape reality? You hear. It's like when I think about the people that, you know, be on those things where they nodding and stuff, I'm like, damn, you missing all the days. Hold up. Niggas is paying to go to sleep. Nigga, I ain't paying to go to sleep. Hell no. Gotta pay money to go to sleep, nigga. Shit. I'm gonna go to sleep when I need to go to sleep. So, Finesse2tyme was arrested in Texas on drug possession charges a month after he was arrested on similar charges. So, it's his second arrest. As detailed in jail records obtained by Complex, the 33-year-old Memphis rapper, real name Ricky Lachey Hampton, was arrested on Monday, October 20th on a total of 8 charges. The charges include marijuana possession, tampering with physical evidence with the intent to impair, and possession of controlled substance. The details leading up to the arrest have not been made public by authorities. He is currently being held at Harrison County Jail and has yet to publicly address the arrest. Looking crazy though. Looking finesse. All the paper in the world, right? And these niggas ain't happy. Straight up. All the paper in the world and these niggas ain't happy. They still searching for something in the drugs. The drugs ain't gonna make you happy. You get high all damn day. You can get drunk all damn day. That shit ain't gonna make you happy. Hell no. Man, it's escaping reality. That's all you do. When you get high and you get drunk, you escape reality and you make an excuse for escaping the reality. That's all you do. That's an excuse why you escape the reality. And a lot of times, these dudes be running around the street. They got business to tend to. You can't handle business correctly on drugs and alcohol. You personally can't handle business correctly on drugs and alcohol, man. I don't care what nobody say. You're gonna make a mistake. This is just how it goes. The drugs and alcohol are designed to impair you. How are you going to focus and handle business when you're impaired constantly? You can't. So this is why they all make these mistakes and fall off, because they want to get high. They want to be impaired to function. Look at finesse2tyme, man. Looking crazy. This nigga was just popping his shit. Got the jewelry on. You know, these niggas is popping that shit. Finesse was just popping that shit. Now you in a jail. And when they want to hold you, right? They hold you. Now, he just got a charge recently. Same thing, possession. Then you get another possession. Who knows if the judge might say, yo, I'm revoking your bail. Come on now. Now you got to sit in jail and be forced to be sober. They forcing you now. Why can't you take initiative on your own and say, all right, I ain't gonna do nothing? See, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, and I'm gonna be honest, this is what separates me from a lot of people, right? I've smoked weed, I've got drunk, I've had a ball, I've done different things in my life, right? But I'm a cold turkey person that I can do it by myself at my own will when I want to. And a lot of people can't do it. I wake up and say, man, I ain't doing that shit. I quit today. That's a different type of willpower. And a lot of people do not have that. They don't know how to say, man, I ain't messing with that. This is distracting me. And that's something that you got to do yourself. You got to be able to come up with that yourself. Yo, this is distracting me. I'm chilling. I don't want no more. I'm done. I'm falling back. But these niggas got to keep going until the crash out happens, right? So the crash out didn't happen, and now it's just piling up. The next thing you know, right, Finesse going to get out. He got this case. He going to end up on state probation somewhere, right? And then going to run around and end up catching another case, violate, catch a new charge, and be locked up with a new charge. They do the same thing every day of time. Straight goofy shit. When you got the opportunity of the world and you in position, you got the opportunity of the world. Last month, finesse2tyme and F&G Sugar, the mother of his child, was arrested on drug and gun possession charges. The two made bail shortly after their arrest. However, authorities apprehended the two on gun and drug charges shortly after the pair played a concert in Tyler, Texas. Videos show them receiving support from fans as they were taken away. Now, this nigga here, right, just got off federal probation, and him and his baby mom got locked up with the strap at the concert. Now, these niggas be screaming that they getting so much paper, right? They rather go buy a whole bunch of drugs than to buy the security, right? The security is your investment, nigga. That's how you keep your investment going. Your security. Why do these niggas keep thinking that, man, I'm going to carry the strap? Hold up. You know what it is, right? It's because they getting high. They getting high, and they so high out of their mind, they come up with bright ideas. Man, I got it. I'm going to carry the strap. We going to do it like this. Baby, you going to hold it here, and we going to do this. They be definitely not understanding that when you start carrying the strap, and you know they be telling niggas, man, I got the strap. I'm going in there with the strap, right? Somebody is going to reveal that information. Yeah, that nigga don't got security no more. He got the strap on him. You got the destination of you going to the show. They know where you at. They watching you, watch you do the show, and then come out and grab it. Finesse2tyme looking like a cornball, man. Straight up. These aren't the only two run-ins with the law that the rapper has had this year, as he was forced to turn himself over to authorities on probation violation charges. Before that, he was accused of having sent terroristic threats to the guardian of his former protege, FNG King, on October 2024. The rapper has a long history of legal issues dating back all the way to 2010. He was sentenced to 8 years in prison in 2010 for 2 felony counts of aggravated robbery, but was released in 2016 after serving 6 years. He was later sentenced to 5 years in prison for 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm in 2018 and was released from federal custody in 2022. Boy only been home 3 years and, playing himself. Finesse2tyme released from Harris County Jail on Tuesday, October 21st. Court record showed. Now, when we really be real, right? Let's just be real. Now, right? Finesse2tyme is out on bail, right? He got all these cases to deal with. Let's just be real. You know what he gonna do? He gonna get high again. He gonna go right back and start popping pills, getting lit, and do the same exact thing that caused him to be defocused to catch these cases. And gonna end up catching another case, right? Until his bail gets revoked. Straight up. Until his bail gets revoked. But this is what these jokers do. Boy, better wake up and pay attention, man. Let me see here. I had seen something. We're going to play that in a second. Where he was talking about how he get active, right? Let me get to it. When he was talking about how he get active, I had seen it. And let me go back and get that. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and share the live. Hit that like button and share the live, man. I appreciate all y'all that rock with SBGB TV. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yeah. We're going to play this. Shout out to the boy from Urban Politician. He go in. I definitely, respect the man's grind. This boy go in. All the way. Yeah, he's always going in. And, his motivation seeing a brother, putting in that work the way he put in that work with that content, man. Yeah. Let me see here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Listen to Finesse2tyme right here, popping it, man. Like, you worried about popping it for the internet and you just building up cases. So you making it easy for you to get a conviction because you got so many cases to fight.
We getting pulled over. Now, YP, this my little man. He the fall guy. He the one finna, take care of the business. So when the police pull us over, YP take his fire from out the back seat and put it on him. He ready to take his charge like a real nigga. He don't gangster. We men, we from the street. It's protocol. It's real nigga. This what's going on. Same way when Lil Marcus was in the car with me that's how it's supposed to go. This real nigga, protocol, street nigga. And that's why I said, No Love is not a street nigga. He ain't done nothing street. He ain't been no jail. He been to jail for a gun. He ain't been to jail for finding mother. I go to jail for finding pistols. I don't go to jail for toting pistols. See, you niggas go to jail for toting them. You niggas go to jail for looking good with y'all gun, toting pistols. I shoot pistols. Yeah, all my charges was discharging. I shot it. I wasn't just toting it looking good with a mask and just... No, I'm not you niggas, man. I'm really letting off. That's what I go to jail for, getting off. Long story short, he called No Love trying to take the gun off of him and put it up under my partner's seat, man. up on the Darrow seat. 15 squad cars pull up, got guns on the whole car, all because of no love. Then pump fake trying to take the gun off of him and put it under the seat so everybody can have the charge. What the you gonna put the gun under the seat for everybody? Guess what No Love told me out his mouth? I said, bro, you know you got that gun under the seat. They finna try to charge all of us on federal. You can't do that. I'm gonna go to the feds. Guess what No Love told me out his mouth? This on my grandmama, on all my kids. Man, all of us gonna have to go to jail.
Yo. Now that's deep. Now that's deep. That's deep. Yeah, man. Finesse2tyme, man. That boy better tighten up, man. You know, they not going to keep giving you, chance after chance. Because the thing that he not understanding, right? You out there doing your thing now, right? You done went to jail a couple times. You done got out, and you been able to make the career finally. They don't let you keep getting a restart with the career, because after you go away for so long and you had that buzz, it's hard to recreate that, man. You hear me? And I hope the boy make it through this stuff he going through. I hope he learn how to, get it right. And I'm like, hey, listen, man, I got to be real, right? Some people need the pre-trial supervision. Just being real. Some people need pre-trial supervision so that they can get their head cleared up, right? It's bad, when you having to deal with it and you might not like it, right? But some people need that structure to get back on track. And Finesse2tyme might need some pre-trial supervision so that he can go ahead and clear his mind up from the drugs, fight his cases, and see clear. Because if they just keep letting him run, he gonna build cases up until they lay his ass down. And when they lay his ass down, he gonna wish that he had some structure that he didn't get that far. So, I mean, maybe Finesse2tyme might need some pre-trial supervision so that he can, get his mind right and level up and get back to the paper. Because honestly, right, it don't look like the Finesse2tyme that we seen fresh out of jail getting to the paper. Straight up. It don't look like it. That Finesse2tyme that we seen getting to that paper when he was fresh out, this don't look like the same Finesse2tyme, man. This look like a stressed out Finesse2tyme getting high and just getting money just to get by, but not with that drive. Nigga suppressing it with the drugs, the alcohol. That's what the Finesse2tyme that I see. You know what I'm saying? And, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but this is the Finesse2tyme that I see. I don't see that Finesse2tyme that had that drive when he came home talking that shit. This the one I see on his way back to jail and about to have to sit down and then tell everybody, man, I wish I could have did this and I wish I could have did that, and I didn't understand while I had it. And nigga, you got yourself in a position where as though you could have really made a wave and continued to make the wave, but it's like the niggas is just taking themselves out the game. Straight up. These niggas is just taking themselves out the game. For sure. Smash that subscribe button and hit that like button and share the live. These niggas is just taking themselves out the game, man. I'm just keeping it real. They taking themselves out the game. Yo, it was a guy, right? I gotta show y'all this guy, man. I gotta show y'all. This guy literally, got locked up. I gotta show y'all this guy. And he smuggled a pistol, right? He smuggled a pistol inside the jail in his butt cheeks, right? And somehow he popped somebody in there. I gotta show y'all this one. Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Literally though, dude literally smuggled a pistol in the jail in his butt cheeks and popped somebody in the jail. Yeah, they gonna give his ass some time, man. And then the person that got popped, they gonna definitely sue. Straight up. Smash that like button, that subscribe button.
Suspected gun smuggler Louis Soto walked into Mount Vernon court Friday night under heavy security. Only Pix 11 was there for his second trip in front of Judge Tamika Cloverdale in 24 hours.
He does pose an extreme flight risk.
Thursday, the same judge ordered him to the county lockup for child sex abuse charges. Soto was then handcuffed and loaded into this prisoner transport van with 4 other prisoners by Mount Vernon police officers. Remarkably, sources say Soto managed to stash a .22 caliber revolver in his buttocks the entire time, and while en route to jail, allegedly shot a fellow prisoner in the leg.
The officers reported hearing a single gunshot from the rear of the van. The officers immediately returned to police headquarters, where additional department personnel assisted in safely offloading the prisoners.
The Mount Vernon Police Department in Westchester County launching a joint investigation into how Soto slipped the gun past so many layers of security since his arrest October 15th. Sources say it's possible he had it hidden on him in the courtroom too.
So all them times they never patted him down? That weapon was still on him? That's unresponsible, it's unacceptable.
Outrage from the community as the department overhauls its search protocol for all inmates again.
The use of the department's magnetometer handheld wand is now mandatory for all new prisoner processings. The use of it was optional previously.
The 2 officers directly involved have been put on desk duty, while the 32-year-old Bronx man said nothing as he was remanded to jail once more on the gun charges.
Based upon these charges and also what occurred yesterday, as such, he is going to be remanded.
It's unclear if the shooting was intentional or accidental. The victim is still in the hospital recovering, and Soto has been ordered to stay away from him until his next court date.
Hey, listen, man. That dude right there, listen, that was goofy. You done hid the strap in your butt cheeks and then pop somebody while locked up. Like, boy, the things that happen in the world is just crazy, man. God damn. Now you done got an extra charge for this situation. And they gonna hold it on you for that. You got a strap charge and a shooting charge while in police custody. Boy, straight up. Yeah, had to make a whole new policy. They done put the officers on desk duty. They probably about to lose their job. Now, they gonna definitely be sticking a finger in your ass crack when they come through searching you, because they gonna never forget that this guy came through and had the strap in his butt cheeks. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of people getting violated behind that. Their strip search is gonna be different. They gonna be wanting to see damn near in your hole behind that one. The strip search is gonna be different over there. Facts. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. They gonna be different, man. For sure. Always different, man. All the way different. Let me see. Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Yes, sir. Yeah, hit that subscribe button and smash that like button, man. Yeah. Now, Let me see here. They was talking stuff about this guy. The judge released somebody on bond, you know, and they feeling some type of way about the judge releasing this guy on bond, you know, with the charges he had, you know, and they saying the judge is facing backlash about this situation here.
Is filing a motion for a pretrial detention, attempting to put that guy, Jacoby Vontrell Tillman, accused of trying to rape a woman on a Florida trail. Prosecutors want to put him back in custody.
Yeah, despite having a criminal history, he was released on just $9,500 bond, less than 48 hours after being arrested. He is expected to appear in court today.
Here with us now is Florida Senator Ashley Moody. Senator Moody, why? Why was this bail so low, especially in a tough on crime state like Florida? Something doesn't add up here.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't add up. I can tell you the sheriff of that county is incensed. The people of that county cannot believe a judge would let a person like this out. Look, bond and detention decisions are generally based on two things. Is this person a danger to the community? Can we guarantee they're not going to hurt other people? And can we guarantee they'll show back up in court? You're generally looking at those two things. I can tell you, as a former prosecutor and judge myself, those are the things that it boils down to. And if you have a person like this who is accused of sexual battery, harming someone, I mean, the details of this case are incredible. Grabbed a woman, she was jogging, allegedly assaulted her. He's been in prison, and when they were looking for him, his mother was arranging for him to fly out of the state and get out of Dodge. This is the example of a person that should be locked up and not a danger to the community. So I think you have a lot of people scratching their heads, and they're going to have a lot of answering to do. Certainly the judge that made this decision is going to be highly scrutinized now.
Senator, what he said was, I didn't rape the lady. Instead, I was trying to kill the lady. And when asked why, he said he wanted to know what it was like to choke someone out.
Wow.
I mean, this is sick.
Then that's crazy.
And the real question is, why did the judge, you have a prosecutor now, and by the way, this is one of the
Smash that like
Governor
button.
DeSantis had removed from office and is back in office now. The question is, were they insistent at that hearing and giving the judge all of the facts of this case? Not only the criminal background, but all of those unique facts, exactly what you're talking about. I know that they've come in now and said that they're going to ask for this to be reconsidered. They file additional charges, but you've got to have all of that information presented to the judge at that time. And if the judge knew that and she let this guy out, that is unacceptable and certainly can't happen in a law and order state like Florida.
Meanwhile, Senator, from Florida to Washington, the government shutdown is still ongoing, and President Trump is expected to host a lunch at the Rose Garden for Senate Republicans. You will be in attendance at this lunch. So what do you anticipate the topic of conversation to be about?
Yeah, the topic of conversation needs to be, how do we impress upon the Democrats that the time for you to shore up your radical cred, the I Hate America rallies and theatrics are over. You have got to do what's best for this country, the people that are relying on paychecks to provide for their families. You need to buck Schumer, man up, and vote for this bipartisan clean funding bill so we can open back up this country. It is incredibly important that the Dems understand this is on them. We voted 11 times last night, the 11th vote, and they continue to keep this government shut down for nonsense to appease some radical base, and I assume so that Chuck Schumer can shore up his radical creds.
That's 100%. But I want to get you on the record here. The nuclear option is being discussed. And for those of you who don't know, that would eliminate the filibuster and allow you guys to move forward with a simple majority, not the 60 votes that you currently need. Are you in favor of the nuclear option just to get this thing moving along and get this shutdown over?
Well, as you know, we had to look at our rules because we had historic obstruction by the Democrats in terms of moving President Trump's nominations along. I can tell you that those discussions in terms of how we proceed and how we open back up this government are having. I know that leadership is saying that that's not something that they want to happen because on the other side of this, the Dems have a lot of things that they want to do that I believe would hurt this country if they did that. But those discussions are on the table, and many of my colleagues are having those discussions right now.
Senator, thank you for joining us this morning.
Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. They in there beefing. They blame it on the Democrats. The Democrats blame it on the Republicans. It's just everybody's pointing the damn finger. Yeah, everybody's pointing the damn finger. You know, everybody's pointing the damn finger. Everybody pointing the damn finger. Yeah, everybody pointing the damn finger. Let me see. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button.
Herbo, I was talking to his people about doing an interview, and ultimately he passed. But he did some podcast that got 678 views. Mm-hmm. Not 678,000, 678, less than 1,000 views. He spent an hour on this podcast, but he wouldn't do Vlad TV. But Vlad TV was interviewing him over and over again on his come up. But once he gets to a certain level, well, he don't want to do Vlad TV anymore because Vlad TV's the feds now and whatever. I feel like that's lame.
You're entitled to come here.
No, he's not entitled to do anything. No one's entitled to. Like, I don't feel he's entitled, but I feel like humans are naturally, like, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, if you do something for someone, most humans will try to return that favor for you.
Reciprocate it, yeah.
Yeah. The reciprocal beings, right? I've learned over time that when people do something for me, I try to do something back. You know, like, I looked out for you when no one was checking for you. When you were just an up-and-coming artist. I did the Migos first interview. You haven't seen the Migos on Vlad TV in forever. Mm-hmm. You know, I did a lot. Big Sean's one of his first interviews. You haven't seen Big Sean in forever. They'll go and do other platforms. They'll do that White Girls, you know, podcast. Bobby Althoff, because she's kind of like quirky or whatever else. So it doesn't bother me. I don't feel entitled, but I feel like, damn, like we put together some dope work. And you go and pass on me to do some lame shit.
But you know the reason why, though.
Why is that?
It's a softball interview.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgot.
Vlad was pissed. So moments ago, rapper Herbo, he took to social media to go off on Vlad and respond to these comments he made in this recent. Already subscribed to the channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe. You called me every time, not the think the interviews do shit. Make sure I pull this up on the screen for y'all. But yeah, man, Herbo went in and this is what he said. Vlad, you didn't do shit for me. Like nothing at all. You think the interviews that we did in the past is what blew me up? You gotta be shitting me. You called me every time, not the other way around. I obviously had some kind of motion. I didn't know who the F you was when I first did an interview. I promise. I wasn't even in the loop back then. I just showed up wherever my team told me to. And I'll do another podcast and get 2 views. I do not. Or should I say, I do what I want to do. There we go. That's the exact reason why I'm not pulling up on your goofy ass. Because you care about views. That's why you do and ask the shit you ask. I'm not effing with it. I don't like what you represent, and you got no principle. You don't give a F about me or anybody else you interview. You get a homie killed and sent to jail and be on the next victim you take advantage of for clicks and views. F you, buddy. Dang. Listen, man, it's obvious. Yeah, G Herbo's never going back to Vlad and his platform. He's part of a long list of people who's agreed to never return to Vlad, and it's simply because of Vlad and his character as a person, man. He's in black culture, of course, right? Creating content. He gets criticized a lot because for some reason he loves to ask these questions that eventually come up in the court. And Vlad will tell you time and time again that he's never his interviews have never gotten anyone arrested, right? Because again, let's be real, no one's being forced on the platform.
We gotta be real though, man. Vlad do ask some crazy questions. SBGB TV, live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Yo, this Groovy Jimmy, man. I'm calling in from goddamn Texas, man. What's going on tonight?
What's going on, brother? What's happening?
Now, I got a few things on my mind, man. I tried to call 600. You know what I'm saying? I got on the show, man. He didn't want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, Adam 22 and Whack 100 exchanging that goddamn weird-ass shit, man. What's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? Ain't enough bloggers and shit talking about this shit, man. Whack 100 is a weirdo, man. He got the exposers looking up that bullshit.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday.
Now I'm saying, man, look, Whack 100 talked about it yet?
No, I said we talked about it.
Now I'm saying, has he addressed it?
Have you heard him address it?
Nah, man, he been silent. I tried to roll up on him and shit, man. They hush, man. What the fuck's going on?
We covered the content, bro. That's what we do. We cover the content. We put it out there.
Hell yeah. And I appreciate y'all doing that, man. It's an agenda going on. I appreciate, like, you see what I'm saying, people like you and shit, man, keeping us hip, man. Keep doing the Lord's work.
Appreciate you calling in, brother. Hit that subscribe button, man. Smash that like button and share the live, man. Yeah. Man, I appreciate all y'all that rock with SBGB TV, man. Facts. Straight up. I appreciate all y'all that rock with me, man. Listen, man. We definitely agree that, Vlad asks questions, and really doesn't care what happens to you behind the questions that he asks you. And he's just going to move on to the next person because it's all about content. So, you have to be grown and make that decision. Should I go up there just for Vlad or for myself? Yeah. So, and I understand it. Like, I'm just being real. Me doing whatever I'm doing, I'm definitely not going to feel like I'm obligated to do something that benefits somebody else, because a lot of these people, right, they'll interview you when you blow and then act like they were the reason. When everybody's looking at you, that's when they want to interview you. They're not trying to interview you when you trying to, come up. They don't want the interview then. They want to interview you when you in position, but then take credit for the interview. Okay, I gave you the interview. No, you took that interview and gave the interview because the person was already in position. You didn't give the person the interview because you was trying to help them get off the ground. You took it because it was a position for you to gain position. So, I think a lot of them be trying to make it seem like they did somebody a favor when it's really about them, so it is what it is, man. And I appreciate all of y'all that rock with SBGB TV, man. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man, and smash that like button. And if you haven't checked out the merch, go check out the merch, sbgbtv.com. We appreciate all of y'all that